Dalawa lang yan, guys. It's faith in yourself and faith in God. Kung kukuha ka ng lakas or huhugot ka ng lakas or hihingi ka ng lakas sa Diyos, ibibigay niya yun sa'yo.
Let's talk bear topics and bold conversations here at Bear It All Podcast with Danny Barreto.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Bear It All Podcast. So, we're back to solo episodes. I miss this. Parang ang tagal kong hindi nakapag-shoot or nakapagpagawa ng episodes. Pasensya na kayo. But yes, we read your messages. And syempre, hindi ko kayo nakalimutan. Marami pa kaming episodes in store for you guys. At isa na nga to ditong, isa na namang bigating episode natin, which is Faith It Till You Make It. O, diba? Bago naman. Nasanay tayo sa fake it till you make it. Diba? Parang we like using it sometimes as a joke. Na parang, fake it till you make it. Just pretend. Basically, as basic and as simple as that. Just pretend. Until marating mo yon, until ma-manifest mo yung buhay na yon. Diba? We always use that phrase, fake it till you make it. Pero hindi mo pa naririnig yung faith it till you make it. Iba naman yon. Faith it till you make it is basically something that you don't have to fake. That you can actually make it happen. You don't have to fake it. Pwede mo siyang marating, pwede mo siyang ma-manifest, pwede mo siyang gawin. Hindi siya, you basically don't have to fake it anymore. Diba? Pwede yun. It's possible. And I know sometimes, or some of you might think na parang, baka it's harder to make it happen. It's easier to fake it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna say that. Mas madaling i-fake kesa to put in the work, to put in the effort, to actually do something. Kasi matatakot ka baka it doesn't work out. Matatakot ka it might fail. Matatakot ka that you might disappoint yourself or others. So you'd rather just fake it. But this episode is meant to empower you and to inspire you that all you need is faith. All you need is bilib sa sarili and faith in yourself that you can actually make it. And isang story ang i-share ko sa inyo from a Bear It All listener. Nag-message siya sa amin, parang nag-hesitate siya mag-take ng boards. Hindi niya sigurado or napanghihinaan siya ng loob mag-take ng boards. Pero nung napanood daw niya yung episode na yun, parang nagkaroon siya ng boost of confidence. So, he took the boards. And ngayon, CPA na siya. Nag-message siya sa amin nung nakapasa siya ng boards. And sobrang happy kami para sa kanya. Kasi yun naman talaga yung reason kung bakit namin ginagawa itong mga episode na to. Kasi there are some... actually ito na lang share ko sa inyo. Meron akong sinabi sa speech ko nung nanalo kami ng VP Choice Awards for Podcast of the Year. Ang sinabi ko dun sa speech ko is that we initially started Bear It All to help people feel less alone. So there are instances kasi, di ba, parang when we go through something, we would rather just handle things by ourselves. Mag-isa na lang tayo. Ayaw natin mandamay ng ibang tao. Ayaw natin mag-burden ng mga tao with our problems. And chances are, that's when you feel more alone. It's because gusto mong akuhin lahat. Kahit marami namang willing na tumulong sa'yo, willing makinig sa'yo, you would rather just keep everything to yourself because you don't want to be a burden. And Bear It All basically started and rooted from that because I grew up with that. I grew up holding so many things inside and holding grudges, having so many resentments. Like, I grew up that way. And not because of, I don't blame anybody for that. I'm not, this is not to, hindi para magparinig or whatever. It's just who I am as a person. I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to burden people with what I'm going through or my intrusive thoughts or my demons for that in general. So I always kept it inside. And growing up, I was a very angry teenager. It made me become an angry teenager who had so many angst, who had like very less patience and no understanding whatsoever. And I was always so aggressive with how I handle things. And basically, that's because of all the things that I hold inside. I don't naisip ko or na-realize ko na kaya pala ako naging ganun is because wala akong release. Hindi ko siya nire-release. Hindi ko siya tinatanggal sa katawan ko. Ang ginagawa ko, para ko siyang, yung para mo siyang minamanifest. Yung talagang nandun na siya sa veins mo. Hindi mo na talaga siyang matanggal sa kaluluwa mo. And that consumed me so much. And that destroyed my confidence in many, many levels. To the point na parang I really never believed in myself. Never ako naniwala sa pwede kong ma-achieve, sa capabilities ko. Anyway, so ang nangyari, my confidence was basically shot to hell, nothing. Like it was basically close to nothing. That parang feeling ko lahat ng gagawin ko, I was gonna fail. Feeling ko that I was never good enough for anything. Even if everybody around me keeps saying that this is your strength, this is something that you should try to do because magaling ka dito, magaling. Kunyari, before, alam mo, actually, ako yung type of student na trinay ko na lahat. Matatawa kayo sa akin kasi wala siya sa personality ko ngayon. Nung grade school ako, nasa dance troupe ako, which is so funny because I cannot dance for shit, okay? I don't know how that happened. 2, nag-frisbee club ako. Okay? Nag-chess club ako, which is, my God, fun fact about me, magaling ako sa chess. Okay? Magaling ako sa chess. Hamunin niyo ako. Ganun ako kagaling. Okay? So, yon, that's one. Pamang ginawa ko, nag-choir ako. My God! Nag-choir ako. Nag-theater ako. Ang dami kong ginawa. In fairness naman to me, ha, nung bata ako, makapal yung mukha ko. Grade school, ang kapal-kapal ng face ko. Parang feeling ko lahat kaya kong gawin. Ewan ko kung ano nangyari sa akin entering high school. Kasi nung nag-high school na ako, doon na nagsimula yung parang, ang dami kong galit sa buhay, ang dami kong galit sa mundo. Parang feeling ko, yung puberty sa akin, medyo sobrang pangit nung tama. Alam mo yun? So, doon nagsimula yun eh, nung high school ako. Tapos, nung tumanda-tanda na ako ng konti, ayan na, yung confidence level ko, yung kinakapal ng mukha ko nung grade school, nung bata ako, nung grade school ako, yun naman yung kinawalan ko ng confidence nung mga 16, 17, 18, 19. Moving forward. Yan na yung parang sabi ko sa sarili ko na, lalo na pagtungtong ko ng college, sabi ko, this is supposed to be what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to take up fashion design because I thought I was very passionate with it. And I entered the school. I was so happy. I was so excited. And then, for some reason, nung nasama na ako sa kwarto ng mga tao na talagang for this field, yung magaling talaga mag-sketch, magaling mag-design, magaling mag-pattern, magaling magtahi. Nung nasama na ako sa kwarto ng mga estudyante na ganun, dun ko talaga na-realize, parang hindi pala to para sa akin. Yung parang hindi lang pala pwede, yung gusto mo lang yung isang bagay. Na you're gonna enter a room and you're gonna feel like, oh, I wanna be a fashion designer. My God, no. That there's like literally a lot of things that makes up a fashion designer. So when I was in a room full of really talented people in that field, I just realized this wasn't for me. But I spent 5 years of my life in that school. And I don't know why I also stayed patient, even if I already knew from the get-go that I wasn't going to succeed. Kasi nga, I didn't know, for one, I did not know how to sketch for shit. And number 2, like, even if I could pattern, if you couldn't sketch, you couldn't pattern. So it's like, it's really parang, what the shit, what the fuck am I doing? Naging ganun na siya. And eventually, I didn't finish school. And you know what? That, another one, shot my confidence down. And I remember this specifically. Kabatch ko yung best friend ko nung time na yon. So, nauna siya sa akin graduate. Nung graduate na yung best friend ko, I was stuck with fresh grads. So, mga bata na yung mga kasabay ko sa class. And I remember this specifically. Nag-cut ako ng isang class. Tapos, I was gonna fail it already. Kasi I had an event. Doon na nag-start yung vlogging career ko eh. So anyway, I went to school and I was super late and naabutan ko lang yung teacher ko nung time na yun. And you know, for the first time, sa sobrang tapang kong tao, hindi ko to ginagawa, pero sobra talaga ako naiyak dun sa teacher ko na yun. Kasi very motherly yung professor ko na yun. And naiyak talaga ako sa kanya kasi parang I was begging her na not to fail me in the class. Na parang I'll try to make it work. Tapos pina-explain niya sa akin what I was going through. So sobrang ang tagal namin magkausap. Kwento ko sa kanya yung ginagawa ko, that I'm trying to balance everything but I feel that this is not for me. As in, nasabi ko sa kanya lahat ng nararamdaman ko nung time na yun. And alam mo, you would think like a professor would just be like, nagdadrama lang tong estudyante to, nag-iimbento lang siguro to para lang hindi ko bagsakin or whatever. But talagang she was so nice. Like, she really told me na parang, well, first of all, parang wag daw ako sabi niya, don't feel bad. Kasi you're already working. Sabi niya, you're already trying to make a name for yourself. You should be proud. Like, if you feel that this is not for you, then don't pursue it. It's okay. Like, kasi parang ang sabi ko sa kanya, ayokong i-waste yung years na inalot ko for this school. And yung pera ng nanay ko, ayoko sayangin. Like, I don't wanna disappoint her. And my professor just said, like, well, in the middle of you trying to please everybody and trying to do something you're not passionate about, hindi ka masaya, look at you now. Are you happy? Are you passionate about what you're doing? Parang nawala daw yung fire inside me nang ginagawa ko na lang to for other people kasi ayoko maka-disappoint. And that really spoke so much volume in my life to this day. And I never forgot what she told me because dala-dala ko yan hanggang ngayon na kapag may isang bagay that does not fuel me to do something or that does, parang hindi siya nakaka-spark ng fire inside me. Kahit alam kong maraming taong magiging masaya or yung mga tao gusto yun yung gawin ko, hindi ko siya gagawin. Kasi I would rather na ma-disappoint tong mga tao na to than I'm gonna live my life full of regret, full of resentment, and full of anger in my heart kasi I was living for others. That I would rather make everybody else happy. And then when I get home, I'm the one that's crying. I'm the one that's so sad with how my life went. So parang sabi ko, wag kang matakot. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, alam mo Danny, wag kang matakot minsan makadisappoint ng ibang tao. Kasi these are the people that expect this much from you. Ine-expect ka nila to be this, to be that. Pero gusto mo ba yun? 'Di ba? Gusto mo ba 'yon lahat? Lahat ng mga expectations nila sa iyo. Is that what you want? Hindi naman sila, they're not in your shoes. They're not gonna be the one that's upset when things don't work out. They're not going to be the one that's going to be crying and feel like they're such a failure after this. It's you. Ikaw 'yun eh. 'Di ba? So parang until tumanda na lang ako, na-realize ko when I started living by that, I really broke all my rules. I really broke all barriers for myself. Lahat ng sinabi kong hindi ko kaya gawin, ginawa ko siya lahat. Di ako graduate, nag-business ako. Makapal lang yung mukha ng taong kayang gumawa nun, and that's not a bad thing. Kasi makapal talaga yung mukha ko. But thank God sa kakapalan ng mukha ko. Kasi if I did not bet on myself, if I did not believe or had faith in myself, then Wellness Whispers would have never happened. Like, hindi ko matutulungan yung staff ko, mapaganda yung mga buhay nila. Yung mga taong natutulungan ng Wellness Whispers on a daily, hindi ko sila matutulungan kung hindi ko kinapalan yung mukha ko. If I didn't believe in myself, if I did not have faith that I had it in me, then all of these things na nagawa ko for others, they would have never happened. And it's the first time in my life that I'm actually doing something that, one, I love, two, that I have no resentment whatsoever. Wala akong anger sa heart, wala na. Tinanggal ko na sila lahat. Kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko, ito na yung first time in my life that I actually felt that this is my purpose. I'm meant to do this. Hindi ko kasi pwedeng laging i-convince or i-self-sabotage yung sarili ko na, hindi, Dan. This is not for you. Hindi to para sa'yo, hindi ka graduate. Nilimit ko yung sarili ko. Ako mismo yung naglimit sa sarili ko. I told myself that hanggang dito ka lang, hindi mo to kayang gawin. this space is only for these kinds of people. I was the one who put that in my head. Nobody put that in my head. That was me. Self-sabotaging myself and telling me I couldn't do it. And when I started to remove all of those thoughts in my brain and stopped self-sabotaging and just kept reminding myself that, you know what, yes, hindi ka graduate, pero maabilidad ka, empathic ka, multitasker ka, hardworking ka. And if you have all those tools, you can make anything happen. Hindi ko pwedeng ilimita yung sarili ko dahil hindi ako graduate. Hindi. Ang daming taong naging successful kahit hindi naman sila graduate. And bakit? Number 1, malakas ang loob nila. Number 2, they had faith na kaya nila, that they can break barriers, that they can actually break that stigma that only people who graduate can succeed. 'Di ba? So sabi ko, kung kaya nila, putya, kaya ko din. 'Di ba? Makapal din yung mukha ko eh. 'Di ba? So parang, it's just, dalawa lang yan, guys. It's faith in yourself and faith in God. Kung kukuha ka ng lakas or huhugot ka ng lakas or hihingi ka ng lakas sa Diyos, ibibigay niya yun sa'yo. And I've been a testament to that many, many times, that when in doubt and I feel that everything is falling apart and I just ask for strength, I always feel that He always shows me the way in many forms, through the people I love, or through a decision, or through something. Like Wellness Whispers. Alam mo, nung nag-visit yung Binibining Pilipinas candidate sa Wellness Whispers, nakwento ko to sa kanila na yung business ko prior to Wellness Whispers, nung nag-fail siya, akala ko, hindi na to yung space for me. This was not the business for me. I wasn't for the business field anymore because I was trusting the wrong people. I was too trusting. I bet 100%. I put all my eggs in one basket. And I wasn't smart. I wasn't smart with it. I wasn't wise. So I thought, baka hindi this wasn't for me. This wasn't the field. But then, Wellness Whispers came to me in a dream. And one of the Binibining Pilipinas candidate asked me, what made that dream different from your other dreams? Sobrang tumatak yung question niya na yun sa akin. Di ko makalimutan talaga. Sabi niya, kasi sabi ko sa kanila, ang dream kasi, diba, when you dream of something, normally kapag na-share mo na yan sa asawa mo, boyfriend mo, girlfriend mo, or kaibigan mo, okay na yun. Move on ka na. Hindi mo na yun babalikan kahit kailan. But it was that dream, that Wellness Whispers dream. Not even Wellness Whispers, guys, ha. Ang dream ko lang was nagtitimpla ako ng juice. Like 5 different kinds of glasses. Nagtitimpla lang ako. Parang sa dream ko, nag-R&D ata ako sa dream ko. Ewan ko kung anong dream yon. Pero meron ako 5 baso na nagtitimpla ako ng juice. Iba-iba silang kulay. Okay? That was the dream. And I woke up and I told Javi, parang I need to start a wellness drink company. Like, I should try making drinks. It just happened. It's not tacky. This is not a fake story. I will bet my life on this. That was the dream. And there was no a sign. It wasn't a business. I was at home. Like, nagtitimpla ako ng 5 drinks. Yun lang yung nasa dream ko. It wasn't even, I wasn't in a blazer. I was in a pambahay. It basically, kung if you're not going to look into it so much, you would think it was just a random dream. Like, nothing. Like, okay, nagtitimpla ka ng juice. Paano kung may mga bisita ka pala sa bahay? Tinitimplahan mo lang ng juice. Pwede naman yun yung interpretation mo, di ba? Pero, I think, iba yung, like I said during that talk sa Binibining Pilipinas visit, was, parang something was planted in my brain and in my heart when I had that dream. Because when I woke up, ito yung sinagot ko dun sa candidate na nagtanong sa akin. Sabi ko sa kanya, there was a sense of urgency. I felt that I needed to do something. Everything in my system, everything in my body was pushing me to do something about that dream. That it wasn't a stupid dream. Hindi siya mababaw. That parang ini-interpret ko siya in a bigger scale because I was meant to interpret it in a bigger scale. So, when I told Javi that, sabi ko, I need to do something about it. Like, I feel like I have to. Parang everything in my gut was telling me to do something about it. And thank God. Thank God I really interpreted it that way because I believe that was God talking to me to do something, to interpret it that way. And thank God, of course I did because that's how Wellness Whisper started. Dun talaga siya nag-start that I had to make something happen with that dream. And thank God I did. Believe sa sarili, parang feeling ko that was God telling me that I wasn't done. That wasn't, yung failed business ko wasn't the determination of, it won't determine my future in the business field. That failed business doesn't necessarily mean I'm not meant for this space. It failed because I was just meant to learn something from it. It failed because I was just meant to make me stronger as a person and as a businesswoman. It made me more smarter with my choices, smarter financially, and to learn how to trust the right people. And to learn to trust again. Because that was one thing that really, yun yung nasira sa akin eh. Natakot akong magtiwala ulit after that hurdle. But entering this dream and making things happen, parang clear out ni God lahat sa heart ko, sa mind ko. Tinanggal niya yung anger, yung regret. Tinanggal niya sa heart ko yun eh. Kasi feeling ko kung hindi natanggal yung galit from that failed business or yung mga galit ko sa mga ibang tao noong time na yun, kung dinala ko sa Wellness Whispers yun, hindi naging ganito yung wellness eh. This business would have failed right away if I did not clear my system over that. Kung hindi ako nakaget over or hindi ako naka-move on doon sa business na yun. So, kaya parang feeling ko it is what it is today. Kung bakit ang positive ng energy sa workspace ko, kung bakit lahat ng staff ko sobrang family, kung ba't lahat ng taong nadala ko sa Wellness Whispers, lahat kami, we just wanna make things happen. It's just such a positive energy, walang negative. So parang sabi ko, ito na yun. This is what I'm meant to do. And I'm so glad that I really bet on myself na I had faith that it was going to work, even if I was afraid. Because, alam nyo guys, di ba sinabi ko to dati sa previous episodes natin na pag hindi ka kasi natatakot sa isang bagay, when something doesn't scare you, maybe you don't want it so much. Remember I said that? And that was really a testament to it. Kasi, I was so scared to enter another business because I knew in my heart that that's exactly what I want to do. That's the passion. That's the fire igniting. All I had to do was like throw more wood in it. I just had to throw more gasoline in it for it to fuel, for it to create a bigger fire, for something to work. Alam mo yon? Yung parang ang hirap minsan sabihin na bet on yourself, cheer for yourself. Ang hirap niyan, guys. These are the things that are so easy to do but hard, so easy to say but hard to do. But then, alam mo, if you master the art of actually betting on yourself and tapping yourself in the back and every single progress. Sabi kasi ng mga ibang tao, like, di, malayo pa ako. Oo, malayo ka pa, pero malayo ka na rin. Di ba? I always tell people this, oo, malayo ka pa. Malayo pa rin naman kami. Isang taon pa lang yung wellness, pero malayo na yung narating ko. So, it's you telling yourself na malayo pa yung mararating mo, pero may narating ka na. You're getting there. You're already in that journey and the steps to get there. Hindi yung parang nagsisimula ka pa lang na panghinaan ka na ng loob. Wala pa nga eh. Wala pa nga nangyayari na hinapanghinaan ka na ng loob. Subukan mo muna. Subukan mo muna. Do it first. Exhaust all options. Do it full force. Your head, your 100% head, 100% heart. Like, just put in all the work. And then, you know what? If it doesn't work out, then you know it's not meant for you. Then you know you're meant for something else. But you cannot say na, hindi ko to kaya, hindi to para sa akin, without even trying. How do you know? How do you know that it's not meant for you if you haven't tried? 'Di ba? Parang, perfect example yung nag-message sa amin. buti na lang nagland sa feed niya yung episode na yon. Kasi kung hindi siya naging CPA today. And I'm so glad it did because that episode was meant for that. That episode was meant to land on the feed of someone who needed to hear that day. And I'm so glad it landed on yours because I'm pretty sure you would have regretted not taking the boards sooner or later. And I don't want that for you. We may not know each other, but your story spoke volumes sa Bear It All. It reminded us why we're doing this in the first place. And I'm so glad that you did that. And that's the whole point of this, to boost your confidence, to empower you. Because I've been in your position. I've been in your position that I feel that there are a lot of things I couldn't do because I limited myself. Kalaban mo lagi yung sarili mo. You are at war with yourself. No one is at war with you. You are the only one that's at war with yourself. Ikaw lang yung nagsasabi sa sarili mo na hindi mo kaya. Ikaw lang din ang nagsasabi sa sarili mo that you're not meant for this. Masyadong mahirap, masyadong mahal, hindi ko to kaya. Lahat na ng excuses sinabi mo na. Pero ang hindi mo ginawa is sinubukan mo. That's the one thing that you didn't do. All you did was make excuses. But that one thing you didn't do was try to make it happen. The one thing you didn't do was bet on yourself and have faith in yourself. And those are the two most important things that you have to do to make the step to do something with your life. So if you haven't done those two things, you have not done anything at all. So, kaya nga yung mga kaibigan ko minsan nagsasabi sa akin na, ito, ganyan. Like, so sabi, sinubukan mo ba muna? Did you try first? Kung hindi mo pa sinusubukan, wag mong pangunahan. 'Di ba? Yan lang yun. I think that's the perfect, yun yung pinakauna, ito siguro yung pwede natin ipakita. Pwede kong, to summarize this whole episode. Kung hindi mo pa nasubukan, alam mo minsan, 'di ba, pagka sobrang wala ka na, hopeless ka na, feeling mo hopeless ka na, nasa baba ka na, nothing is going well for you. Nothing is going your way. And the only thing you need to do is have faith. Minsan doon nagsisimula. Kasi ganun din naman kami. Nung nag-fail na yung isang bagay, nung feeling namin na it's the end of it, we have to try something else. But there was like a little light there. There was like a tiny light there that was, alam mo yung perfect example, pag naka-blackout curtains ka sa kwarto mo, tapos may maliit na konting nakabukas doon na ilaw, 'di ba? Pero nagigising ka, 'di ba? Kasi maliwanag. Kahit konti lang 'yon, kahit konti lang yung nakapip, pero maliwanag pa rin, nagigising ka, 'di ba? Kasi think of it as that's your faith. Kahit sobrang dilim, that tiny thing that brings light, yun yung nakakagising sa'yo. Isipin mo na ganun. That sometimes it's that little bit of hope and faith that will get you there. And it always does. It always does, guys. I know sometimes it's hard to believe. But again, uulitin ko yung tanong ko. Sinubukan mo ba? Pag sinubukan mo, and it didn't work out, then that's God telling you that this is not for you. This person is not for you. This job is not for you. This course is not for you. Then that's your sign. Pero subukan mo muna. Subukan mo muna. Have faith in yourself first. And when things don't work out, huwag ka din panghinaan ng loob. Things don't work out for a reason. Ito yung lagi ko sinasabi sa mga tao. This is something I had to come to terms with all my life. When things don't go your way, when people don't like you anymore, when people don't love you anymore, when they don't want you anymore, okay. Dati, iiyakan ko pa yan. Ngayon, okay. If ayaw mo sa akin, ayaw ko din sa'yo. If my talents, my capabilities do not work here, you don't want it, I'll bring it somewhere else. You know, life is so simple as that. You know who makes it hard? Us. we're the only ones who make it hard. Because we are always at war with ourselves. We always wanna fix people, save people. We always wanna... Parang gusto natin pahirapan yung sarili natin bago tayo matauhan. Pero sa totoo lang, sobrang simple lang naman talaga nun dapat natin gawin. We just want chaotic energy all the time. Basically. Gusto lang natin ng gulo. Kahit alam naman natin from the get-go kung ano yung dapat natin gawin. 'Di ba? So, yun lang yun. I think, I hope this episode also lands on, if this is you who's struggling with your confidence and you need that boost of confidence and a reminder that you are capable and kaya mo to, kailangan mo lang ng nudge. If ikaw yon, I hope this lands on your feed and I hope it empowers you too. I hope that it gives you that boost of confidence that you need and that spark of light in your life for you to have faith on yourself. Because I truly believe that if you have faith in yourself and faith in God, you are unbreakable and unstoppable. So thank you guys for watching this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!